Hi, welcome back to the 164 show. My name is Peter. I am your host, and in this show we do everything to do with 164 ratio diecast cars. So whether that is Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Inno64, Tarmac Works, whichever diecast, 164 diecast that I can get my hands on and interesting, I would love to unbox, review, and also do some challenges and a few interviews. So if you got some recommendations or you'd like to see some content in the near future, please let me know in the comments. Do subscribe. We try to release 1 to 2 videos per week. And lastly, do follow us on TikTok and Instagram for other content that we don't do on YouTube. Now, before we get into today's content, I do want to remind you guys that we are running that diecastcollectibles.co.nz promotion. So if you are based in New Zealand and you want to get 10% off your order, go to diecastcollectibles.co.nz, and that's until December 13th, and use the code THE164SHOW for 10% off. Without further ado, let's get into today's content. So in the last couple of weeks, I've been getting my hands on a few mystery boxes. So today, I want to show you 2 different mystery boxes. And I'm doing quotation marks because one of them is not a box. And to make this interesting, I got one box that is valued at $100 New Zealand and one box that was valued at $1. So 2 opposite scale of the value of diecast, and I don't know what's inside. Obviously, it's a mystery box. So I asked the senders. So the first box is from the Hot Wheels group in New Zealand on Facebook, and the other one is just from a site like Craigslist, and it's just a random allotment of 164 diecast cars. The very first box that I'm going to open the more expensive box here. I took off all the identifiers, the New Zealand Post standard box, and based on the box size, I would say maybe 8 to 10 loose and carded 164 diecasts. I did mention to the seller that he can open it, and it'll be a lot of loose, but maybe some carded one as well to make it interesting. So let's get straight into the $100 box, and straight away a lot of bubble wrap. But clearing that away, the first one I can see is this orange Datsun 510. And this reminds me of the Flying Customs series. I'm pretty sure it's Flying Customs. It's not a real rider or a premium Hot Wheels, so it doesn't have the rubber wheels or the metal base. This one is not a Hot Wheels, definitely. It's a Nissan Safiro A31. I used to actually have a real A32, which is definitely not the same car, but loved it nevertheless. This one is made by Majorite. Hopefully I got that pronunciation right. Next one up is an Nissan Skyline R32 Open Track series. So this is the premium with rubber wheels with the metal base, and this one in the aftermarket, it goes carded, goes for about $60 in New Zealand. I know it's very expensive. Next one up is, and I know where this was from. This is a Sabara Wrx Sti with the bug eye, early 2000s. And this one is from the Cars and Donut series for Hot Wheels, and one of my favorite series that I only recently completed. And I'm glad to actually have this one as well. This one is obviously the more desirable one out of the whole series. And this carded can range right up to 30, even higher. Okay, next one up is a yellow Ford Falcon XB from the 1970s. And this one is definitely a mainline, so plastic wheels. This one carded goes on the aftermarket for pretty high, maybe about $15 for a mainline. In here in New Zealand and maybe Australia, big fan of Falcons and Holdens. And this one I have seen for 15, even higher. Some people have been buying at $20 as well from mainline. All right. Oh, it's good to have some mix here as well. This was obviously the initial D Toyota Truno, and this is made by Tomica back in 2013. It's actually got nice the initial D liveries. It's exactly white and black, that same color. Disappointing that the wheels are so thin. The last open that I have here is an Rx7fc Hot Wheels mainline. Not sure which series this is from, but I love that blue, and I'm glad he included this here as well. Not the biggest fan of the FC. I think FD is a lot cleaner, and I love the 90s look rather than the 80s. So okay, so we've got two carded mainlines here as well. The first one is a Honda Prelude in yellow from 2021. This is from the J Import series. And last of all, one of my favorite trucks, the C10. The Chevy C10 1967 in blue. This is from 2021. Cool, so that was the $100 value mystery box. And I believe the value of all these loose and carded, maybe about 80, maybe even 90 if I stretch it. But definitely your money's worth in that box. Thank you so much to the person who sent this to me. You know who you are, and I hope you are watching this video actually. Gosh, cool. So that was the more expensive one. Now we're gonna open the cheap $1 mystery box. Probably something that you've been waiting for. Now I didn't have a box for this, and it really doesn't deserve to be in a box. So I just got a bag, and I will blur the branding. I'm not sponsored by this brand. But anyway, I assume 20 to 30 different cars in here, and immediately I can tell majority of them are really crap. But hey, what am I complaining about? It was only $1. Okay, all right, let's go. Matchbox Hummer H2. What does it say? It's a mobile tracking unit, so I assume it's like a dinosaur of some sort. Tractors, I don't care about tractors, so that's gonna go away. A fantasy matchbox of that same series as the Hummer H2. This looks very much like a Hummer. It's called the, what is it called? The Ridge Raider. So hard to see with this lighting. Definitely Hot Wheels fantasy car. Probably from early 2000. No, it's 2007. This is prototype H24. I believe they did a few different colors. This one is in blue, but I know they did a white one as well. Oh my god. Alright, some plastic crap here. This is an Optimus Prime Transformers in complete plastic. Good for the bin. Oh, another matchbox of that same series, mobile tracking unit, and this one is Badlander, so 2007. I believe it will be another fantasy car from Matchbox. Cloak and Dagger from Hot Wheels. This would have been from the late 2000s. I always thought this was quite ugly looking in pictures, but this actually doesn't look too bad. I think there's a lot of good detail. And I love how they did a transparent bottom as well in blue and green. This is a Hot Wheels McDonald's, I believe. Happy Meal McDonald's. Don't know what to say. It's a very cheap plastic Jeep, Willys Jeep with the Australian flag. So that one I might throw away. Ambulance. Don't know who or what made this. It's got a pretty good detail. It looks like a Ford. Tank, plastic. Hot Wheels Racing Series, I believe van, from 2013. Not bad. I like interesting Hot Wheels. This is a very cheap diecast 164 Toyota, I believe. Either a Steamer or a Previa. You remember Doug DeMuro's video? I think he did a Previa, and it apparently is a mid-engine turbo, no, supercharged Toyota. So a very interesting car. See a lot of these in New Zealand, but I never knew that detail. Okay, another cheapy, very light 164 diecast, and I believe just by looking at it, because there's no detail at the bottom, this is a Nissan 200 or 240, I believe, or 180. I can't tell. There's not a lot of detail at the back. Not 164. So it's a Volvo XC60, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Hot Wheels Fantasy Nitro Tailgater. It looks like kind of like a Ford Explorer. Anyway, that's interesting. A Maestro Vida Beetle. Why is it so cheap feeling? Plastic, wheels are so bad. Sorry Maestro, or Maestro. The detail is okay. Vida Beetle, not my favorite car. A recent release of the Mars Rover, I believe this was 2021, and it's a mainline. Yeah, it's good to have one actually open. Actually, I haven't opened one. Another tractor, so no, not even looking at that. And this one is a Hot Wheels, definitely Night Dragon from 2013, 2016. Oh yeah, 2013. Let's keep moving here. Another tractor, not 164 for Hot Wheels. Another cheapy 164 diecast with a massive gap. And this looks like a Ford Mustang Fox Body SVO. A Caltex SUV in really grotty, dirty condition. I should have worn gloves for this. This is made by a company called Real Toy. The coolest so far. This one is also another cool one. I can tell immediately. This one is a dump truck made by Matchbox, but it's from 1975, made in England. You can immediately tell the quality as soon as you pick it up. It's got a metal bin. It's a bin, right? Yeah, it's a bin. Metal body. The wheels are plastic, but that's from 1975. That's probably the coolest and probably the rarest out of this $1 diecast collection. It's not a collection. Oh no. Some plastic toys, but 3 more to go. Metal base Buzz Off Hot Wheels in orange from 2004. It's a nice old school fantasy Hot Wheels. It's not really old school, is it? 2004. How old was I? 10? Bmw X3, a cheapy, massive gap, 164 diecast, but I can recognize it's a Bmw X3. It's got a very unique shape to it. And last of all is definitely another Hot Wheels Cloak and Sick. What is it? Quick and Sick. Fantasy car in blue. Yeah. And that's it. That's the $1 collection of Hot Wheels mystery bag. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And do remember, guys, there's 2 promotions that I'm running right now, or one running and one soon to be running. Is the diecastcollectibles.co.nz, 10% off your order until the December 13th. And use code 164show all in one word, no spacing, and lowercase is fine. And the second promotion, get subscribing. If you like the content, you want to see something more interesting, get subscribing, because 100 subscriber giveaway. Don't know what it is yet, but when we hit 80, I'll announce it on our Instagram. So follow us over there. And lastly, I want to do things differently from other channels, not just from opening new Hot Wheels that comes out or new N64s, but something old school, vintage, retro stuff. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Give me a comment and also follow us once again on social media. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and see you guys next time. Bye!